and welcome to Level Up IAS and welcome back to 10-minute series. Today in this video we're gonna look at some of the important Famine Commissions that were appointed under the British rule. So let's begin. From East India Company to Crown Rule. During the rule of the East India Company, India suffered in one part or another from 12 famines and 4 severe scarcities. No relief measures worth the name were undertaken by the state. Rather, the company servants made large profits by buying up rice and retailing it at high prices. Under the crown, there were 10 severe famines besides a large number of scarcities. The transfer of power from the company to the crown made them realize their responsibility for expansion of irrigation facilities, enactment of agrarian legislation, and adoption of preventive measures as well as formulation of famine relief policy to meet possible famines. Campbell Commission 1866. In 1865-66, a famine engulfed Odisha, Bengal, Bihar and Madras and took a toll of nearly 20 lakh of lives, with Odisha alone losing 10 lakh lives. Since the famine was most severe in Odisha, it is called the Odisha famine. Initially, the government officials did not take any steps to meet the calamity. The famine proved a turning point in the history of Indian famines, for it was followed by the appointment of a committee under the chairmanship of Sir George Campbell. The government was expected to borrow money in order to finance for building of railways and canals. Further, the district officers were made responsible for saving all preventable deaths. Stratchey Commission 1878. In 1880, the government of Lytton appointed a Famine Commission under the presidency of Sir Richard Stratchey. This was appointed after the Great Famine of 1876-78, in which approximately 5 million people died in a year. Some of the recommendations of the Commission are: it should be the duty of the state to provide generous relief to the impotent poor and listed the category of persons entitled to receive it. Commission made suggestions in regard to suspension and remission of land revenue and rent. The cost of famine relief should be borne by the provincial governments. However, central assistance was to be made available whenever necessary. In times of excessive drought, facilities should be provided for migration of cattle to forest areas where abundant pasture was available. Indian Famine Code 1883. It was the foundation of multiple famine codes scales. The code defined 3 levels of food insecurity: near scarcity, scarcity, and famine. Scarcity was defined as 3 successive years of crop failure, crop yields of 1/3 or 1/2 normal, and large population in distress. Famine further included a rise in food prices to above 140% of normal, the movement of people in search of food, and widespread mortality. Lyall Commission 1897. Between 1880 and 1896, there were 2 famines and 5 scarcities, all of them of a more or less local character. A commission presided over by Sir James Lyall, ex-Lieutenant Governor of the Punjab, adhered largely to the views expressed by their predecessors in 1880, suggested some alterations which were designed to impart greater flexibility. The Commission also recommended the development of irrigation facilities. MacDonnell Commission 1900. It was set up in 1900 under the chairmanship of Sir Anthony Macdonnell to re-evaluate and recommend changes in report of the previous commission based on the findings of the recent famine. The commission emphasized the benefits of a policy of moral strategy, early distribution of advances for purchase of seed and cattle, and sinking of temporary wells. It also advocated the appointment of a famine commissioner in the provinces where relief operations were expected to be extensive. The Commission also stressed the desirability of better transport facilities, opening of agriculture banks, improvement of irrigation facilities, and vigorous measures to foster improved methods of agriculture. Famine Enquiry Commission 1943. The Famine Enquiry Commission, also known as the Woodhead Commission, was appointed by the Government of British India in 1944 to investigate the 1943 Bengal famine. According to the inquiry, shortage in the rice harvest was one of the main causes of the famine. It also found that the shortage only amounted to 3 weeks and that shortage had been more serious in 1941, a year in which there had been no famine. The report acknowledged some failures in British price controls and transportation efforts but reserved its most forceful finger pointing for local politicians. Now this is a practice question for you to attempt. Give your answers in the comment section below. Do like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.